Butterflies, we are back for another episode. I am so excited. I went and got the Charles Morphe palette, so y'all know I had to do all the colors that I possibly could on my eye. So let's get started on this awesome look, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like down below. Okay, so I kind of fast forwarded a little bit, but I did use primer and moisturizer before I started. So I filled in my brows, and now I want to pick up my concealer, which is my Fenty Beauty concealer, and my detailed brush, and I am going to show you guys exactly how I do one brow. I get as close as I possibly can to the arch itself, and I just follow in a straight line with the detailed brush, as you can see that I'm doing here. Try to be very light-handed because you don't want to take up any makeup on your brow itself. You want to just clean up the underneath on your brow bone. Okay, so now that you have finished arching your eyebrow arch, you are going to go in with a little bit more concealer right under your brow, and then use a moist beauty blender and blend it out so that the space between your brow bone and your crease of your eye is flawless. Alright, so let's complete our brows with this eye gel. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear eye gel, and honestly I love eyebrow gel. I don't know what I was doing before I started using eyebrow gel, but honestly it just makes your eyebrows look fluffier, it makes them look more natural, and it just makes your eyebrows honestly stay all day. So I love eyebrow gel. I recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but after you do that, just go over the top of your brows with a moist beauty blender to get any excess product off. Okay, so now it's time for my favorite part, the Charles palette. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but we're about to unbox it right now, and it had so many colors. I was literally looking for one palette that I could use for everything and not have to worry about pulling out different palettes, which this palette literally had all the colors I was looking for. So I also picked up the Morphe Eyeshadow primer, and so I'm gonna be going in with that on my finger. It didn't really have instructions on it, but I just used my finger because I didn't want the beauty blender to soak up all the product. I honestly had such a hard time putting on the primer, so something that I suggest is that you don't put a lot of concealer on your eye itself. Use the primer as a base on its own. Do not mix it with anything because it will get it just won't look the way that you need it to, honey, not at all. All right, so this time I wanted to try using Scotch tape because I love how clean of a sharp line you get when you take the tape off. So I put 2 pieces of Scotch tape on my eye. Okay, so I'm gonna take my pack brush and I'm going to use the color Skip, which is a hot pink, and I'm gonna go onto my outer crease and I'm just gonna pack that color right on top of the primer. And then the next color I'm going to go into is a 518, and that is more of an orange color, and I'm just gonna blend those 2 colors together with a fluffy brush. And then right on the inner crease, I went in with the color Rusted, and I just blended all 3 of those colors out to give my above my crease a more of a red look. As you can see, I just used a fluffy brush to blend out all 3 of the colors, and then I went back in and packed a little bit more orange in between the red and the orange color that I already packed onto my crease, and then I blended those out. And then I took a flat brush and I am going into the color Escape, and that's more of a purple color, and I'm just blending the outer lid and the pink Skip color together so that way there is no harsh lines. Okay, so for this look, I was really looking for a half cut crease. I really haven't perfected my other skills of cut creases yet, but we're working on it, butterflies, we're working on it. But I went in and did a half cut crease, so I pretty much drew a little dot on my bottom lid and looked up. That way it gave me the exact position as to where my crease, the top of my crease should end. And then I went into my inner crease and drew the line to connect them and then filled everything in. Okay, so now I am going to tell you guys to grab a flat brush, and we are gonna start with the same purple Escape, and we're gonna just buff out the outer corner of the concealer and that purple Escape color. And then next, I want you to go in with the color Hello, and you're going to blend that color right next to the purple. And then you're going to go in with the color Literally on the middle of your lid and pack that on. It's more like a really pretty pink shimmer. And then right after that, you are going to take your purple Artistry shimmer and pack that on. And then my next color on your inner corner is going to be the color Sister. And if you pack those colors correctly, you kind of look like you have a mini rainbow. It's really pretty. I loved it. Okay, butterflies, so now that we have pretty much finished packing all that color on, you're gonna take a clean, flat brush and just go into your crease and blend that out and make sure you don't have any hard lines. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward and my second eye is done. I'm blending out my crease and I'm making sure that both eyes are perfect and there is no craziness going on. And then after that, we're gonna go and take off our tape and make sure that we are flawless. All right, so now let's work on our foundation and making sure that our face looks really good. I actually went and got the Morphe foundation, but it just oxidized so much darker than what it showed up with, which all foundations do that. But the one that I, color matched to myself, it didn't work out when just the whole makeup thing just was not where it was at. So I went back and got my Fenty Beauty. No matter what I do with Fenty, it just blends out perfectly, and the product that I blend with it also blends out perfectly. When I was using the Morphe, that was also a problem. Like I couldn't blend my contour, my highlight with it well enough. So there's just certain things that I didn't like about that. But now y'all can see I'm going in with my LA Pro concealer. I'm gonna be using this on the bridge of my nose, around my forehead, under my cheekbones, and on my jawline. Sometimes I do it right above my lip and like around my chin, but that all depends. I think I did do it this time. And then after I blend everything out with a Moist Beauty blender, then I'll be going in with my highlights, and then we'll be setting everything. So let's just follow the storyline, people, and see where it takes us. See, I knew that the highlight was coming up soon. So I usually take it's a foundation that's really too light for me, so I use it as a contour, as a highlight, and it's called Artistry Exact Fit, but it's really too light, so I just use it right under my eyes. It really makes my eyes pop, and I try not to use too much, but sometimes I get carried away, what can I say? And then after that, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty concealer in 430. I will have all of the products that I use in the description link down below, but I'm just gonna go on the bridge of my nose, in the middle of my forehead, and then right under anywhere that I put the concealer, and I'm just gonna go in and blend those out with my Moist Beauty blenders. And sometimes I use a combination of 3 just to get myself that perfect look, and then at the end I'll go over it with my foundation beauty blender. But I really play it by ear and how my skin is working that day, so let's do it. All right, butterflies, so now I'm going to set my face, and I got some banana powder from Revolution, and I also got some contour powder, or bacon block is what the container says. But I'm just going over anywhere I put highlight with the banana powder, and anywhere I put contour with the blotch and you know what I mean. But the real name for it will be in the description box down below, but just go over anywhere to set all of your foundation, because you don't want to look cakey or oily or greasy, or you just want to look flawless and matte, because Fenty foundation is a soft matte foundation. OMG, I almost sprayed myself with setting spray first. I need to wipe the powder off. Well, after you make sure to, dust away all of the banana powder that I clearly baked with today, you're going to go in after you make sure your skin is flawless with some setting spray. And I was watching a couple tutorials today, and a lot of people are saying to use your beauty blender to press the setting powder into your skin so it doesn't just sit on top of it, it actually goes into your makeup. But we'll try that for next time for sure. Okay, butterflies, so now it's time for that highlight. I did spray my face first to give my highlight more of a pop. If you don't spray your face first, you don't get as much pigment out of your colors. But I'm using Mermaid Glow by Face Candy, and I went in with the colors Gleam and Siren, and I went under my brow bone and on top of my cheekbones and blended those together. And then I used a clean beauty blender and I just made sure all of those were perfect. As y'all can see, I already forgot the blush, but it's never too late, honey. It's never too late. Go back in and get that blush right. I used red lipstick for mine, and then just use that fan brush and fix that highlight. And then now we're going in with our NYX Vivid Bright liquid liner. Honestly, this is my first time using it. So vivid. Literally what it says on the package is what you are getting. The colors are so bright, so pigmented. I honestly love it, and I'm gonna go back and get all the rest of the colors. Then go in with the same, well, I think I use red, yellow, and green eyeshadow underneath my waterline. I didn't really have a reason as to why. I just picked those colors and put them on my bottom lid. And then I went in with my mascara, prep my lashes, and then I put on some falsies. So let's see it. Y'all, I'm just jumping all over the place. Clearly, we gotta do bronzer first. I love a shiny nose, so I went over my nose like 2 or 3 times. And then anywhere that you pretty much put highlight except for under your eyes. And then we went in with some lipstick, Maybelline Super Stay. I went in with an ink crayon as well as 2 matte ink lipsticks. And then I just layered the lip stay crayon itself first, and then I went in, I placed my lashes on, and while that was just, soaking in on my lips and getting luscious, I went in second with the color Philosopher, and then on top of that Philosopher color is what I went in with the Lover color. So those 3 colors together really gave me a hot pink vibe, which I felt really matched the top part of my eyes. So it just all came together really nicely. Personally, if I missed a couple areas on the outskirts of my lips, I'll just take a nice little brush and clean that up. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this look. I honestly had so much fun making it, and I cannot wait for my next tutorial. Please leave comments down below and let me know what you guys think. And please stay tuned for the next video. Share, like, and subscribe with all your friends. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.